Today's episode is sponsored by Nomad Health. So, I've been reading your comments, and you've been requesting cheaper Italian homes. But you know me, I don't like showing just any old home. So I've searched, made a couple calls, and in these next two episodes, we're going to see something special. Today, our dream home search brings us back to Salento, to the quaint medieval town of Matino, where we'll explore why its beautiful architecture, historic center, and fantastic local cuisine make it a perfect location to find an Italian dream home while on a budget. Andiamo. One aspect of the dolce vita in Italy for me is closeness to the sea. In Salento, the Mediterranean is never more than a 20-minute drive away. She becomes your neighbor, whose door you knock on whenever you want some company.
So it's always a really special walk when I'm able to get to the coastline in early spring when there's still nobody around. This is Torre del Pizzo, and this is a little piece of paradise here on the coast down the road from Matino, which we'll be visiting today. When I have the time, it's really nice to start off the day by the sea.
So I've made it to the town of the day, Matino, a charming little place that contains all the elements typical to your Italian small town. Number 1, a monumental entrance via Arca della Pietà. This is a star-vaulted gate built in a local stone, which also gives entry to the beautiful Chiesa della Pietà, built in the 1600s. Number 2, the main square, or piazza. This is the meeting point for the town's 10,000 inhabitants. Here we have the Palazzo Marquesale, the main monument to civil power, built in the 1600s and currently a museum of contemporary art. Directly opposite, we have the Church of San Giorgio, a work of the 1700s. Its construction was financed by the same noble family, Del Tufo, who built and resided in the Palazzo Marquesale. Both the interior and exterior render homage to the town's patron, St. George, a dragon-slaying Roman soldier.
And like any small town in Italy, you have to have your local cafe. So the next reason why Matino is a wonderful place are these tight little alleyways where everything is painted white, which is some highlights of color on the doors and on the religious art that they have throughout these magnificent alleyways.
These streets come to life during the summer months, when locals set up tables, dine, and dance during local festivals. What do you say? Maybe I should come back in a few months.
Okay guys, so for lunch, everything was closed in Matino. So I went down the street and I'm in Parabita. And I had this really good restaurant that has some really good reviews and is actually very well spoken of by the people who I've been meeting here. And it's called Giardino delle Veneri, typical cuisine of the area. So we're gonna have lunch here today. So they brought out our antipasto. So these are the frittini. Puree di fava bean with fried bread. This is called a pita di patata, which is potatoes, like a mashed potato type of lasagna made in the oven. Eggplant parmesan. Fried fish, I think fried meatball fish. A squid salad with red cabbage. Really good. Buonissimo.
Veniva il termine per ricordarci cosa c'era dentro.
And these are orecchiette with tomato sauce and meatballs. And then you have a grated caciocavallo cheese on top. I got a lot of comments. Marco, why aren't you eating your dessert? So I go to these places and I get really good dishes, but then I skip the dessert. today I'm not. This is a spumone with pistachios. So let's try this. Looks really good.
If you're a digital nomad or an aspiring expat, one of the things you have to consider when moving abroad is your health insurance. Luckily, Safety Wing, the sponsor of this video, has you covered. They've developed Nomad Health, a global health insurance specifically tailored for international travelers, nomads, and remote workers. It gives you coverage in over 180 countries worldwide, including Italy, and with it you can choose any licensed doctor, whether the hospital is public or private. But the best thing about it is the way they work with their clients. Claims are online and are super fast and easy. And, very important nowadays, human customer support is less than a 1-minute wait time away. So click on the link in the description below and see if Nomad Health is the right insurance solution for you and your country hopping lifestyle.
We are in the heart of the historical center of Matino, and the first house is a very interesting one, not only because of the price, which I think is an amazing deal, personal opinion, but also because of the characteristics of the house. You have 3 downstairs units and 1 upstairs unit. So the 3 downstairs units can kind of be seen like little 3 1-bedroom apartments to be rented out, and the top one a kind of a place to live in. So it is in a beautiful little alleyway of Matino, and so we're gonna start from the street to go up to it.
So let's start with the practicals. The house is 216 square meters, divided into an upstairs and downstairs. The asking price is 163,000 euros. But between the downstairs and the upstairs, you have 4 separate units. So 3 downstairs units and 1 upstairs. Now the 3 downstairs, 2 of them are studios and 1 would be a 1-bedroom. And the upstairs is a full 2-bedroom apartment with terraces. So you enter in, this is a little courtyard, a bit of a porch, which is common to all 4 of the units. And you see here, each of the units has an independent entrance. This is the entrance to the upstairs unit, and you have the 3 entrances here to the left. So we'll start by going into the unit number 1. This is a studio, and characteristic of all the units are the fireplaces and the ceilings. This one has a star vaulted ceiling, and it's in carparo, which is a type of sandstone local to the area. Everything was renovated in 2017, so everything is very new, very well done. Perhaps I would paint things white just to emphasize the luminosity here in these bottom units. All of the units downstairs also have a bathroom. The 2 studios do not have a kitchen, but everyone has a bathroom and all of them are equipped with air conditioning. Although during the summer months, because of the thick stone walls and the fact that you're downstairs with not much natural light coming in through the windows, everything does stay very cool. This is a storage space, to which you also have access from the upstairs unit, which is very convenient. That could perhaps be a space where you store practicals for the lets downstairs. And you have a little cubby space up here. So this is studio number 1. And we'll go into studio, or rather, this is the middle one, is the 1-bedroom. This one is the biggest of the 3 downstairs. And so you can see it's very ample. This one has been painted a terracotta red. And very high star vaulted ceilings as well. You have the fireplace, air conditioning, and behind this island here in the middle is where they've built the kitchen. So this is the most complete, probably a full apartment of the downstairs units. And it's a full kitchen. You have the stove, an oven, spaces for refrigeration, and a dishwasher if wanted. And you can go around it and it brings you into the back. You have a very spacious bedroom here with a window in the back letting in natural light, some very nice cubbies in the walls with the lights accentuating it. Ceilings are very high. This is a historical building. And around here, the corner, we have the main bathroom, which is naturally the biggest bathroom out of the three. Well equipped with shower, bidet, toilet, and sink. All of the bathrooms were renovated in the same style with the kind of sandy tiles, reminiscent of the pietra leccese, the typical stone here used in many of the constructions. And we'll head out to see unit number 3 downstairs. So this one is another studio, and it has a mezzanine built in. So upstairs on this mezzanine is where you have the sleeping space. And the ceiling of this one is a barrel vaulted ceiling, once again with the stone revealed. So it's very charming, a very historical structure. And so this has been set up in this way. The downstairs would kind of be a living area, this upstairs, the sleeping area. And you'll see here in the back as well, we have closet space and once again, another bathroom. So downstairs you can have 3 complete separate independent units to rent out during the summer months. Matino is close to the beach and has a very lively scene during the summer months, July, especially August. You can see there the ventilation has been built into all of the bathrooms, which is very important, so it siphons out humidity from showers and whatnot. And back out onto the porch, and we'll check out that upstairs unit. So you're really getting a lot for your money with a house like this, because in addition to having something which is fully renovated in a historic center near the sea, you're also able to rent something out and kind of pay expenses, earn some kind of profit while living here. And so this is a very unique type of home. You don't have to do anything. It's already been renovated, 7 years ago, and very well. As we go up the stairs, you can see the detail put into the renovation for this upstairs unit with the beautiful stone, those tiles, the illumination going up along the walls. And it brings you into this kind of entry area with a fireplace, and to the right, the living room with kitchen. The floors of this apartment are called coccio, which are very old, probably 150 years old, and they have star vaulted ceilings, so partially revealed with a painting in the middle, kind of emphasizing that star aspect of the construction. The kitchen is as new as everything else, a complete kitchen, very well made, with storage space in the back, plenty of space for a refrigerator, with this kind of living area to the right and to the front. As with the downstairs, the upstairs is fully equipped with air conditioning. And on this side, you can kind of see that chilling space next to the typical, very old, very historical fireplace. There is laminate here on the entrance and this hallway, but the original coccio pesto is actually under it, so that can be removed and you can reveal the original flooring. To the left, we have the renovated main bathroom. The owners are currently living in it, hence the practical items about. But you can see it's been very well done. You have a very nice shower here to the left, very spacious. And to the other side of this hallway, we have what could be one of the main bedrooms. It's currently being used as a storage space, but you can see it's a very ample area, very high star vaulted ceilings. It's been perfectly painted. You have the coccio pesto floors, and there's really nothing to be done. Just a very open, very beautiful space. You do have window light up top, letting in plenty of light, air conditioning in here as well. And at the end here of this hallway, we have the main bedroom as well. Once again, with the laminate floors which can be removed to reveal the cocciopesto stone floors if wanted. This has doors leading out to one of the terraces at this level, and an inbuilt closet space there at that side of the wall. Now, this is where you would also have access to that storage space that we saw in the studio number 1 downstairs. And you can see that in the floor here. I'll have a look. That little doorway there gives access to that. So a built-in closet, very nice. And we'll go back through the hallway because we have various levels of rooftop terraces, which are just absolutely gorgeous. So this is an apartment, not even an apartment, this is a full home, which gives every single aspect, I think, which is desirable in an Apulian home. You have the courtyard downstairs, various units downstairs, and various rooftop terraces up here with gorgeous views. This is a view down into our alleyway there, which is shared with our neighbors. Also, the rooftops have been redone along with everything else, so the tiling is new, everything is painted, beautifully white. And this brings us to the second level of the terraces. And we can kind of start to see the views that we have here of Matino, which are very nice. We had a very nice sunny day in the afternoon here. And there's the main church of San Giorgio in the distance, and this kind of sea of gorgeous rooftop terraces with the plants, with the shadings, which all your neighbors have. And this is ours. This is solar heating for the water. So even saving on water expenses by having that done by the generous sun that we have here in Southern Puglia. But it's not done yet because we have the final level of the rooftop terrace. This is complete with this shading pagoda. And is a very generous space up here as well. To the right, here's a closer look at the shading there. And that's connected to this kind of practical space, deposit space, where you can wash clothes. There's a sink in there and outputs and inputs for washing and drying machines. So let's go see this beautiful panorama. Guys, I want to thank all my patrons. If you haven't yet, please check out Patreon and consider supporting me and the channel. Like, subscribe, comment, what did you think of this house? What types of houses would you like to see in the future? Grazie, and until next time.